the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the New York Knicks. For New York, they are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. Guys, the Charlotte Hornets, an organization on the rise, one of the league's smallest markets, but they've been aggressive in extending the contracts of their core players, Jet.
Yeah, they're creating continuity. That's very valuable, and creating a style of play. Developing their young talent is also on their agenda. Michael Jordan and the Charlotte organization. Excuse me, Shaq.
Yeah. Hey, don't interrupt.
I apologize.
Come on.
Especially when you talk about the great Michael Jordan.
It was a valid point, Shaq.
There's more revenue sharing. There's more revenue sharing in the league right now. Charlotte has been able to amass some good talent without breaking the bank. I apologize, Kenny.
Okay. Apology accepted.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Well, their bench provided that spark, points they may not have had otherwise. I thought that was really the difference in this game.
And before we get underway here, let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Steve Clifford.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. We'll see if they got the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And we're watching two very experienced veteran teams, Chris. We should be in for some high-level basketball.
Yeah, and just watch this game tonight. You're going to see coaches really trust their players. Coaches who do most of their coaching in practice and then trust the IQ of their players. Won't be a lot of play calling, a lot of free-flowing, guys kind of knowing where to be on defense, a lot of communication on defense. This should be a fun one.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Moutier out there with Ntilikina. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. Lamb passes to Howard. Here's Walker. Porzingis with the block. With some arc. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got his team on the board to start the game for New York.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up with it.
Walker dishes to Williams. To the paint. Here's Batum. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And Batum really likes getting shots off from the interior, using those long arms of his well to release the shot over the defense.
Moutier kicks to Porzingis. Goes up on the block. Rebounded by Lamb. Batum against...
That athletic. Yeah. Wow. Jumps out of the gym. Oh, and Batum is a true showman, a sensational dunker when given the room to fly.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Now here's Porzingis playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot's good by Walker.
Oh, Walker is a confident player. Never bashful at going to work down inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Cantor. Pass to Hardaway. Cantor. Dwight Howard grabs the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Williams passes to Batum. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Here's Hardaway, and it's blocked. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Charlotte.
And their offense centered around the 3-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, Batum. Williams kicks to Batum. From outside, off the mark. Knicks trail by 6. Hardaway with a wide open look. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Hardaway has got his first points of the night. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside, Batum. Now here's Lamb, guarded closer. The turnaround jumper, count it.
Yeah, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Screen by Porzingis. Over Williams. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Charlotte leading by 6. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket. Now, when you watch the Hornets play, it seems like they play with a chip on their shoulder. I mean that in a good way. They play like they have something to prove. They have a very self-driven team.
Chris, as you said, win or lose, you know that this Hornet team is going to battle you for all 4 quarters. They don't give up.
Well, a lot of that camaraderie has developed on this roster because of that. They know they don't have superstars and big names, but it doesn't deter them. They know they have a small margin of error.
Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
Knicks trail by 3. Hardaway kicks to Moutier. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Lamb's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside for Batum. Over Hardaway. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Walker. That's now 8 points for Batum. In a draft stacked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Walker dishes to Howard. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. And he banks in the layup.
Great job right there, Kevin. Beating the defense to the spot. Love the strong, aggressive effort right there.
Charlotte leading by 3. Screen by Howard. Jumper off the screen and off the glass. That one's good. Lamb's got his second bucket of the night.
You have to love the ability of Lamb to hit jumpers off screens, curls, V-cuts. He can be a hard guy to stick with defensively.
Now the dish to Moutier. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Fifth is Dwight Howard.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Here's Moutier. 8 points his last outing. There's a screen by Canner. Clock at 4. Three-pointer.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Moutier, no good. From deep, Walker. There's Williams. Goes up again. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And just a year ago, it seemed that things were set in place for Howard, playing for his hometown team. But in a surprise trade, he was moved out to Charlotte.
And there seems to be a lot of reasons for the trade. I mean, Howard wasn't the right fit in Atlanta. A team trying to get smaller and younger. Never easy to get traded from your hometown team.
Free throw no good for Howard.
Well, free throwing was never the strength of Howard's game.
Walker with it. Now defended by Moutier. And Walker kicks to Lamb. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
From deep. Hornets with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the three ball the way they did in that one.
Oh, yeah, once they started hitting, it was like an avalanche, even as the defense extended farther and farther out.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Knicks. Out to the wing. Here's Ntilikina. And just miss after miss right now. Outside, Batum. Williams sets a screen for Walker. On the wing, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Hornets leading by 10. Batum with the ball. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Portland. To the inside. Misses from short range.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach. Nasty. I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
Now here's Williams. Porzingis with the block.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
Kid Gilchrist against Hardaway. Screen by Porzingis. Now here's Hardaway. He's covered closely. His fifth miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Moutier. They grab their own miss. O'Quinn, and that one is good. O'Quinn's got his first 2 points of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Howard. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Moutier passes to Hardaway. Picked by O'Quinn. Goes up to the stripe. And it's Hardaway again missing.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he was.
When Marvin Williams came into the NBA out of North Carolina, the world was expecting a lot out of him, mostly because of where he was drafted, which was #2 overall back in 2015. He hasn't lived up, Chris, to those draft position numbers, but he has been a solid contributor his entire career.
Well, it's not his fault the GM picked him that high, so I don't know. I think most players knew what his potential was. I just think that was a mistake of a GM. But for Marvin, it took some time, but he's grown into playing the power forward position. He came in as a 3, believe it or not, so I always thought he was at a disadvantage. He's always been able to shoot and stretch the floor from that spot, but now if he had played the 4, coming in and stretched out bigger guys, I think that would have been more advantageous for his game.
That one is off.
At this point in his career, Williams knows his role. He doesn't play outside of himself. You love that about him. He focuses on playing within the system.
Some changes for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Howard. Monk comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Carter Williams in for Kemba Walker. And a new group in for the Knicks. Beasley's checked in for Porzingis. Thomas comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Lee's checked in for Ntilikina. And it's Burke in for Emmanuel Moutier. Good on the second free throw. And Chris, in your playing days, you had to deal with media answering questions. Now you're on the other side of that. You're asking the questions. What was your view of the media then, and has that changed at all?
My view of the media then was watch what you say, because they will take the smallest soundbite and turn it into the title of the article, and if you don't read the article, you will not see that it had anything to do with what was written. So always be cautious, and of course they're good members of the media, but you can always get gotten. I still feel the same way. That you just need to be honest, respect the process, but make sure that you understand that the interviewer is doing their job, and it would be a great notch in their belt to use one of your quotes as a gotcha moment. And so I just think you just have to be careful and make sure that that you're prepared for the interview. But no, it hasn't changed, and hopefully, you know, Kev, like yourself, I could bring some levity to it and some honesty to it and have some fun, because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of all these guys. I know how hard they had to work to get to this moment. I know the ups and the downs of it. I've experienced the highs and the lows, and so I'm really just kind of going through it with them, as opposed to trying to prove any points or have a dog in any race. So no, my opinion of the media has changed. It's a lot of good people, but you got to just respect the process.
But I like what you said, Chris. You've always been honest, and that's kind of been your label. You've been very honest with your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's easier just to do that, especially when I'm passionate about something. You know, I definitely try to be honest about. Yeah, just make some stuff up. Yeah.
And when you look at Kid Gilchrist, and he is certainly known for his ability to defend and attack the rim. He's a terrific athlete, and he uses that athleticism on both sides of the floor, and just the prototype when you look at that hybrid forward position.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Michael Kid Gilchrist. And you look at the size and game of Kid Gilchrist, he is the opposite of what most GMs look for in that 3 spot. But Greg, he makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, most teams want a tall 3 that can stretch the floor. Kid Gilchrist isn't that, but still gets playing time because he's effective when on the floor. If you play defense like he does, you're going to find a way to get on the floor.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist, a player that isn't known for his offense but makes up for it on D. Fantastic defender who can completely disrupt an assignment in a number of ways. Very quick and can stick to someone like glue.
Here's Monk following the score by New York. Feeds to Kaminsky. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Working on O'Quinn. Hernan Gomez, no good. And with Kid Gilchrist, his defense is definitely his most important asset. Really, until his offense comes along, Chris, it's how he'll make his biggest impact on a team.
Well, that's perfectly fine for a player like MKG. He gives you defense and great rebounding on the wing, Kevin. He's active on both ends of the floor, and he brings the energy when he's in.
And it's good, 2 points.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And when you're open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Here's Beasley, trailing here by 8. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Five on the clock. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Hornets ahead, leading by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion. On the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very seriously.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Lee, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Beasley. Then it's Thomas, and it's Burke in at the point. Now here's Carter Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the basket by Kaminsky.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Carter Williams. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Burke dishes to Thomas. Back to Burke. Over in the corner, Lee. Picked by O'Quinn. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Lee.
And when Lee has the ball there, it's over. He's going up for the throwdown every time.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, something special is brewing in Charlotte. Point guard Kemba Walker said, "It's a great start. We know how to play with each other, and we love playing with each other. The best thing is how hard we all work. We're going to grow." Kevin?
And that kind of optimism is terrific, David. Thank you. Walker and the Charlotte Crews seem to be a perfect match. And here is Burke following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. Oh, that's blocked.
Now, the length of Kid Gilchrist, that's what allows him to catch up with these shots. A sensational shot blocker from behind.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And New York with a change here, too. Cantor checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Knicks trail by 9. No good from Lee.
But just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short arm that layup.
In last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
Thomas, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hornets leading by 7. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Carter Williams kicks to Hernan Gomez. Launches a 3. Carter Williams can't get it to go. And a big problem for the Knicks and their shortcomings last season was their defense.
Yeah, and listen, they have some shot blocking, but as a whole, the defense lacked teeth. More than anything else, it played a part in the disappointment of last season's campaign, and it's something they'll be focusing on in the coming years.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Burke can't get it to go.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Monk kicks to Lamb. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. And now here's Lee, the fast break opportunity. And Cantor throws it down.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Now here's Carter Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. On the wing, Lamb, covered by Lee. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Porzingis is checked in for New York. Hardaway comes in for Thomas. Here's Carter Williams. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 6 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Now, Jeremy Lamb, I love his game. A very lengthy two-guard out of UConn. Still developing as a player, but he has some great flashes at times. Not terribly consistent shooter, but he's crafty, and he can get buckets. He knows how to make the most of his length on D as well.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Lamb mentioning his length as a guard, last season he went off with an incredible 17 rebounds. Remember that game? Those are numbers, Chris, even centers dream of putting up.
Yeah, Kevin, I do remember that game you're talking about with Lamb. A lot of those rebounds came from his activity near the paint on both ends of the floor. When he forces himself to be involved in the action, he's at his best.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Now, after that great college tournament we all remember Jeremy Lamb performing in, Lamb was drafted 12th overall by the Rockets, but his career had a bit of a seesaw for a while.
Now here is Hardaway. It's good. And it's 6 points for Enes Kanter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
They set the pick. On the wing, Lamb. Kaminsky in the corner. Misses the 3.
They played him absolutely perfect there. Didn't allow him to get the open shot that he was looking for.
To the left side wing. Here's Moutier. Good on the triple. Moutier's got 5 points so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Walker the pass to Howard. Kaminsky in the corner. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Love seeing the big man take it to the rack. Kaminsky is fantastic at breaking down the defense.
Knicks trail by 3. Now here's Moutier. 5 points in the game.
You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
Here's Lamb. A beautiful reverse layup. 7 points in the game.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
And there's the pass to Porzingis. He dishes it to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. Right side Porzingis. Drills the three-pointer.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Howard setting the pick for Walker. He feeds it to Howard. It's blocked. Now Moutier. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And not sure what he was thinking there. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Over in the corner, Batum. Over Hardaway. That one doesn't go.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
Ntilikina. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Charlotte in the lead. Kaminsky dishes to Walker. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
For New York, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Cantor kicks to Moutier. Porzingis passes to Cantor. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's a good screen, and Walker kicks to Lamb. Batum for 3. Again, Batum missing. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Porzingis can't hit. Hornets shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. One thing that I think many players and certainly many other coaches, Chris, in the NBA love about Steve Clifford is his brutal honesty. He will pull no punches with you.
Yeah, reporters just can't throw cliche phrases at him during the press conferences or he'll dismantle them. The frankness he has with the media and players is one reason players like playing for him.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Howard.
Well, if you watch the Hornets over the past few seasons, it's easy to see how disciplined they are. They don't turn the ball over on simple plays. They never get too ahead of themselves and give away possessions.
Charlotte shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And Walker kicks to Lamb. Right wing. Howard wide open. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Charlotte trailing. And with the Hornets taking care of the ball really has become a bit of an identity for this team. It's something that is at the heart of what they do.
Well, with the roster they have, in order to compete with the top teams, they need to play smart. Limiting turnovers and making the most of possessions is critical in that.
So it's the Knicks now, following the 3 by Charlotte. Had the space there, but it's offline. Outside, Walker. Here's Lamb. Hornets keep it alive. Second shot opportunity, and he comes up with the deuce. 10 points for Batum.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Moutier dishes to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Hardaway against Batum. Hardaway, no good. Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Williams. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, he was off in the first, but he found a way to get his shot going here in the second.
And Marvin Williams, for a long while, had been viewed as a tweener. You know, a player who is stuck somewhere, Greg, between the small and power forward positions.
Yeah, and for a lot of players, that is plenty to get you minutes. I mean, Williams has improved on his defense here later in his career, and he shot more threes, and it's really become a weapon for him over the course of his career.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Williams. And Chris, the Sacramento teams you were on were so good at passing at every position. Just what is needed to build a kind of offense that does pass the ball like that, that's as fluid as that?
Well, two things. You have to have the offensive system, and then I think you have to have players with the skill set. You know, you can't really be a good passer if you're not a good scorer, because everybody's just going to stay back off of you and deny their man. But when you're a pretty good scorer, everyone has to watch you just as much as they watch their man, because you're just as much of a threat with the ball as you are passing. So I would say there we had guys that really could move the ball, that really could shoot the ball, so they were a threat. And all they had to do was be kind of a decoy. Pump fake, attack the basket, draw another guy, and then pass it to a guy that's willing to shoot. Unselfishness is a big trait, too, that you have to have. Guys that like seeing their teammates score, guys that enjoy seeing their other players get involved into the game. That's really important.
Wow, what a great breakdown. And that one falls for O'Quinn. And what was a wild ride of an offseason for the Knicks ultimately results in a regime change.
Yeah, I mean, players butting heads with executives, and when it came down to it, things just needed to change. If the Knicks picked the Zen Master over Porzingis, fans might have rioted in New York City, and hopefully the franchise can kind of start to right the ship.
For Charlotte, they have had an off night from the stripe tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Howard.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Monks checked in for Nicholas Batum. He's off on the second. And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Howard, and Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Kemba Walker. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Beasley's checked in for Porzingis. Thomas comes in for Hardaway. Lee's checked in for Ntilikina. And it's Burke in for Moutier. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Monk. Second chance shot. Here's O'Quinn. Out to Lee. Vicious to Burke. Thomas a screen. With the floater. Back to Lee. The feed to Beasley. He kicks to Lee. Back to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit, too. Makes the right read, go straight to the rim.
The free throw off from Beasley. And for a long time, the Hornets haven't really been represented in the All-Star game. Fortunately, that changed last year with Kemba Walker getting the nod.
Yeah, in general, the Hornets don't tend to get a lot of national attention. Part of it is not being a good team. Part of it is being in a smaller market. But glad the team is starting to get the national recognition they deserve.
Thomas gets the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense.
Did you see that?
And Kid Gilchrist never ceases to amaze with his athleticism. Simply phenomenal at dropping the hammer.
New York's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Burke the pass to Beasley. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Monk, no one around him. And the shot no good, a bit short. New York trailing. Fast break, here they come. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Tries again. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got 11 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Here's Carter Williams. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time 3 to take the lead at the buzzer.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Hornets lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Marvin Williams, what a contribution.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
Oh, this is like found money, completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
Charlotte in the lead. Inside, Williams at the 4, Howard in the middle. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here's Walker. Screened by Howard. Lamb dishes to Howard. He used that pick to get in close. Howard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hornets.
Now, usually he's a shoot-first guy, but this time Lamb with the instincts and intelligence to set up teammates off the pick and roll.
Back to Moutier. Cantor with a screen on Walker. Moutier with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Clock at 4. Shoots off the screen. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Moutier.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
On the wing, Batum. And that one is off. Great D that time from Hardaway. To the middle. Ntilikina gets the bucket. Ntilikina's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage. Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
New York shooting 43% from the field. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Hardaway deflected by Howard. Williams kicks to Lamb. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Knicks.
And guys, really the story for him has been his struggles from mid-range. I mean, some of them have been rushed. Others were just tightly contested. But he has to be a lot smarter on when to pull up or when to look for a teammate going forward in terms of winning this game.
And that one misses. Well, we see so many of these players, Chris, in the NBA reach notoriety very early in their careers, sometimes even while they're still in high school. What was it like growing up as a star athlete and all the hype that surrounds it? You were the #1 high school player in the country coming out.
Well, you have to stay focused. You know, I didn't grow up in this era of social media and everything. I can only imagine that pressure now, but really you have to stay focused. You have to realize that you're just in the middle of your goal. You're not a celebrity or a star yet, no matter how good you are on that level. Everybody in the NBA has been the best player on their team at some point in time, so things are going to even it out. You have to stay focused, stay goal-oriented in school and in sports, and hopefully the best things will happen. And if you're lucky, like I was, you have some real good people around you, whether family or friends.
Yeah, good mentors, right? That's got to be important.
Yeah, you definitely got to have good mentors, whether it's coaches that can encourage you to spend all your time on the court, or whether it's friends and family that encourage you to stay focused and not kind of get caught up with others that may not have a focus or a love or a passion right now. So you just really need good people. It takes a village, and for guys that are feeling so much fame and getting so many accolades at such a young age, it's hard to handle as an adult. Just imagine trying to handle that as a kid. So you definitely need a lot of good people around you in your corner to help you succeed in life.
That's good from Cantor. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
He's perfect from the line this time.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Howard setting the pick for Walker. Lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
New York shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Cantor. Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside, Walker. Screened by Howard. Lobbed up there for Howard. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A little bit of a throwback evening for Howard. Has all of his moves working here tonight.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Moutier with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Here's Hardaway. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Walker goes in. Misses it from 7 feet out.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And it's sent back by Howard. Here's Lamb. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 5th assist in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Moutier kicks to Porzingis. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for New York. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Howard setting the pick for Walker. Walker missing again.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and he throws the shot off.
Here's Porzingis. The shot off that time, and Charlotte will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. I just want to preface this by saying Kemba Walker had an incredible year last season, and he showed why he is among the elite point guards in the NBA. Chris, with that being said, one thing you can't help but chuckle about was his egregious premature celebration that he had on a missed three-pointer.
Yeah, Kevin, we all remember that. When you put a shot up, turn around, and do the nice shimmy while your team is busy rebounding your miss, yeah, it sticks with you. I love Kemba, but that was one of the bigger bloopers of the season.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
And really, Walker takes the responsibility of being the leader for this team very seriously. Never afraid of making the big play.
Kaminsky is checked in for Charlotte. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
And here's Moutier. He's got 10. Passes it to Porzingis. And it's sent back by Howard. Charlotte in the lead. There's Walker with the 3. And the Hornets miss again.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Pass to Ntilikina. New York moving it around. Screen by Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Moutier kicks to Porzingis from deep. And the rebound goes to Howard.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Screen by Howard. Walker the pass to Howard. Back to Walker. Second chance effort. Howard kicks to Walker. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Walker's got 9.
Well, the shooter of Walker's caliber, I mean, you can't allow him to shoot with his feet set.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
All the way up top, defended by Batum. The shot's good from Cantor.
And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Hornets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Walker dishes to Howard. They set the pick. Kaminsky in the corner. 3-pointer. That shot no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Moutier kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Walker with it. He's got 9. Ntilikina with the rebound.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis for the lead. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Screen by Howard. And Walker kicks to Lamb. Pass to Howard. Inside. The kick out to Walker. Drills it from outside. He's got 12.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
New York calls timeout.
Oh, well, when you go up against the Hornets, you know that they're going to battle you for rebounds. Great job of closing out possessions. They rarely get pushed around on the glass.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Howard. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Monk's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Kemba Walker. Hornets are a strong rebounding team, Chris. It makes sense when you look at this roster. A lot of strength at every position.
Oh, yeah. Well, and adding Dwight Howard can only help with that. Every time the shot goes up, he boxes out. He's not afraid to get into the paint and battle for position.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Kaminsky. A second chance effort in the corner. It's Kidd-Gilchrist. Kaminsky, the pass to Monk. Lee with the steal. 5-on-3 break. Now here's Burke. Carter-Williams covering. Knocked loose. Kicks to O'Quinn. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. O'Quinn's got 13 points. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Carter-Williams kicks to Monk. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Working on O'Quinn. The layup off target. Out to the right wing. Here's Burke. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Monk. The shot will not fall. Good D by Lee. Here's Thomas. 8 points for him. Now, here's Monk. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Beasley outside. Those three-pointers off the mark. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's a good screen. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. Number 5, the Knicks.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the potential that Kidd-Gilchrist has is exciting. A rangy defender who is finding his offense slowly but surely.
And Kidd-Gilchrist drops them both. New York trailing. Beasley outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Knicks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The free throw drops in for Beasley. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Charlotte trailing. Now Carter-Williams. Here's the screen. Monk kicks to Hernan Gomez. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Howard.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
And that's one thing Lee really takes pride in. That's his defense. He can guard so many different positions very well thanks to his quickness and length.
Thomas, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Monk. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
And Greg, as you said, Monk has that ability to take over with his shooting.
I mean, Monk looks to get going with his scoring at all times, and he's just got that shooter's mentality where all shots are good shots. That can be a positive and a negative, but I prefer he have that aggressive mentality when it comes to scoring the basketball.
Free throw drops for Monk.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard it. Kid just plays with an edge.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Nice. Tying it up. They were a little disappointed that he couldn't give him the lead.
That one goes in. Thomas got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
There's the screen. Carter Williams kicks to Monk. Hernan Gomez in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte again missing. New York's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Burke has it in the corner. And that one is good by Beasley. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the third. Kaminsky with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Here's Carter Williams. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Carter Williams has got 5.
Look, Carter Williams is a fantastic feel for inside the paint. Defenders have a tough time dealing with his size.
The Knicks shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Burke dishes to Beasley. Feeds to O'Quinn. Some nice passing by New York here. And that one's good. Burke.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
1:07 left to play in the third. There's the dish to Monk. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. To the paint. Here's Kaminsky over Beasley. It's blocked. And he recovers it. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Monk. Misses the 3. The Knicks leading by 4. And here is Burke. 36 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And Trey Burke, a player who had a promising first few years in the NBA, Chris, as a point guard, but has since kind of fallen out of favor.
I always love cheering for Trey Burke. I mean, he needs to refine his game and take better care of the ball, but some say he seemingly regressed since his rookie year.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Burke hits them both. Hornets trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Carter Williams kicks to Hernan Gomez. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, you can't find much better shot than that.
Beasley with 8 points for him. Lee passes to Thomas. Beasley the screen. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. We've got more in store for you right after this. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Here's Burke on the court for the Knicks. Lance Thomas out there with Beasley. Then it's Lee. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's O'Quinn in at the center position. Hornets trail by 6. Here's Monk. Good D by Lee. New York shooting 43% for the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's his first foul. Hornets on defense now. Beasley with a clean look. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Beasley's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. Charlotte shooting the ball at 42%. Carter Williams with it. He's picked up by Lee. The shot by Monk is no good.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
And Thomas has it in the corner. Burke dishes to Beasley. Over Hernan Gomez. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Beasley against Williams. Beasley with the steal. Now, here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. No good from Beasley. Hornets trail by 11. Williams attacking. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a wide open look for Lee. Off target from outside.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Now here's Carter Williams. He dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Monk. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Batum comes in for Kidd-Gilchrist. Lamb, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Kemba Walker in for Michael Carter Williams. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David.
Wonderful concentration from the agile Williams. He's terrific at getting whatever shot he wants down low.
Pass to Ntilikina. Screen by Porzingis. And the pass to Kanter. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now here's Walker. Screen by Howard. And Walker kicks to Howard. Lamb passes to Williams. Here's Howard. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's Howard's comfort zone. In close, near the bucket.
Outside, Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Knicks lead by 14.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. This is a bad sign.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
Now, here's Cantor. The three from Porzingis. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got 8 rebounds in this game. Left side, Walker. Over in the corner, Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 16 points for Williams.
Well, it's all about a rhythm for a player like Williams. He's effective at shooting right off the pass.
There's a screen by Cantor. Moutier kicks to Cantor. Outside Hardaway. From deep. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Batum. And he banks in the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's stolen by Lamb. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. The kick out to Williams. Williams with another miss. New York leading by 6. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Hornets on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Williams sets a screen for Walker. Floats it up for Williams. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The 15-footer. Ntilikina can't hit. Charlotte has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lamb dishes to Williams. And there's the feed to Lamb. Williams a screen, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And remember, Howard has led the league in free throw attempts on 4 separate occasions.
And that one falls for Howard. And so Howard nails both of them. The Knicks leading by 4. Now Moutier, there's the pick. Pass to Ntilikina. Six on the shot clock. Now here's Moutier, guarded by Walker, and the Knicks miss again. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside, Batum. Walker in the post, defended by Moutier. Tries again. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Walker.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Well, look, they finally found the energy. They needed to make this one a ball game again. Now, can they get the lead?
And Batum kicks to Walker. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And watching Porzingis play, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. Not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. Incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And that is what fools a lot of NBA fans about Porzingis. Most of the highlights, Greg, you see are his blocks and putback dunks. But if you watch his game, you see that skill level.
It's rare to see a player who's the complete package like Porzingis. I mean, he's fluid. He's got the easy-looking shot. It almost looks like he's a guard shooting the basketball, comfortable creating for himself or playing off others.
Now, here's Walker. He feeds it to Batum. Screen by Howard. Layup off the pick. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Moutier. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
And here is Lamb. Dishes to Williams. Over in the corner, Batum to tie it up. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. 18 points for Batum.
Well, after not having a three in the first half, he got a big boost right there by nailing that triple.
There's a screen by Canner. Here's Ntilikina. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 19-6 run. Lamb passes to Walker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And last season, I think, Greg, there was a time when Kemba Walker was playing basketball, as well as any point guard in the NBA.
No doubt. I mean, not to say he's the best in our league, but he is certainly climbing up the list. You can't ignore his impact on this team. Has worked to improve each season he's been in the league.
That one is off. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Moutier with the ball. Pass to Ntilikina. Screen by Porzingis. Passes it to Canner. Outside, Porzingis. Good on the three-point shot. And the Knicks lead by 2.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
He's always been a confident scorer. Lamb relishes the big moment.
The Knicks shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Moutier dishes to Hardaway. Pulls it from the elbow. Moutier, no good.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
New York shooting 41% for the game. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Porzingis. Shoots the three. That one misses. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Lamb. A shot by Batum, no good. And here we go, fast break. Moutier's got it. A pull-up, and the bank shot is good.
And how about the presence of mind of Ntilikina there? An excellent passer who does a great job of setting the floor.
Now here's Walker. Howard in the post. He's against Porzingis. The kick out to Walker. Lets it go from deep. Walker missing again.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Charlotte has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Williams attacking, and another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, Williams is used to these type of situations, which is why he finds the ball in his hands when they need a bucket.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Lamb. Porzingis can't hit.
I'm sure the D has no issue whatsoever with him taking those threes, but he isn't hitting anything from out there.
There's the pick. Screen by Howard. Over Porzingis.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
The Knicks shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Screen by Porzingis. Moutier kicks to Porzingis. Back to Moutier. Inside. It's good.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Now here's Lamb. Screen by Howard. There's Walker with the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Williams. Here's Lamb. Screen by Howard. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Again, the miss by Walker. New York calls timeout. They're down by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Oh, and if I could make a suggestion, be innovative. Don't just go for the obvious play, which they'll be expecting.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway passes to Moutier. There's the pick. Pass to Ntilikina. From deep three-point range. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Michael, the key to this game for the team tonight?
It was just a team effort. You know, we moved the ball on defense. We were trying to help everybody out and be in the right spots all the time, and we were able to come up with the win.
Part of a rebuilding team here, Michael. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.